First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Stephen Bowers.
All right, we've got a change heading our way toward the end of this week, and it's likely to mean some rain and snow for us here across Colorado. It's rain in the valleys and snow in the mountains, but that valley rain may change to snow before all is said and done. This comes in on Friday and lingers into Saturday. Mountain snow may be with us through a lot of this weekend. So let's kind of give you an early idea of what's going on. But remember, this is an early idea, and things can certainly change between now and the end of the week. But I want to go ahead and bring you that first alert so that you can go ahead and start planning and making adjustments to plans if necessary for this. So this is Friday morning. Well, this is really Thursday night at midnight going into Friday morning when at least a few showers, rain in the valley, snow in the mountains are possible. And then you notice the rain increasing, the snow in the mountains increasing throughout the day on Friday. It becomes a snowy mess up in the high country. So if you have travel plans really from about Friday afternoon through the night and into Saturday through the mountains, things get a little dicey for you. So be ready for some slow go and give yourself plenty of extra time to make the drive if in fact you do have to make that drive between the western slope and the front range going in either direction. And this is true from Highway 40 to Interstate 70, Highway 24, all the way down to Highway 160, though 160 probably is a little less impacted than the central and northern parts of the state. This is 6 p.m. on Friday. You notice the rain kind of starting to slacken up, but as we go through the night, there may be a little brief snow before it finally shuts down going into Saturday morning. Most of the weekend looks to be salvageable at this point here on the western slope, but there may be some lingering snow up in the high country, especially in the central and northern mountains through Saturday and probably through at least part of Sunday. Now in the valleys, I don't think we get more than an inch of snow, if we can even get that, all right? And the reality is most of it's going to be a slushy melting snow that probably does not accumulate. But you get up on the Grand Mesa and certainly up in the Elk Mountains, good blanket rule here, 5 to 10 inches of snow with some local variation, either a little higher or a little lower as a possibility. But it's especially down into the San Juans where an easy 6 to 12 inches of snow can fall. And for some of the ski resorts, this is going to be great because they're about to start opening up here over the next week or two. Central and northern mountains, blanket rule here, 5 to 10 inches west of the divide, probably less than 4 inches east of the divide and out toward the western side of Metro Denver, especially up in the foothills. But in Denver itself, it may be that no snow falls through Sunday night. This is the storm system that we're tracking. It stretches from southwest Alaska down into the Pacific. There's another cold front stretch from the coast of British Columbia down into the Pacific and just off the Pacific coast of the U.S. We're nice and quiet out ahead of that, but you watch our futurecast and while we'll stay clear through the night tonight, and we'll even start Monday with a clear sky. We'll see 6 a.m. right there, but notice the clouds coming in from the west. And I do expect that we may become partly cloudy for a brief period, but I expect that we average mostly sunny throughout the bulk of tomorrow. These clouds are going to thin out and go away tomorrow, and they don't bring any rain or snow with them to us here. For now, we're under sunshine. 61 degrees is the temperature out at the airport. We'll cool quickly through the 50s into the upper 40s by about 7 o'clock, and then it's low to mid 30s for lows with 20s in the Four Corners and in the high elevations. Then we warm back into the low to mid 60s tomorrow afternoon with some cooler 50s up in those higher elevations. So the 7-day forecast, it calls for a quiet week. Remember, a stray shower is not out of the question as early as Thursday night, but the bulk of the rain and mountain snow will come in on Friday, and it may linger into Saturday morning before things finally start to shut down. And as I say, the weekend is mostly salvageable, but it will be colder with highs in the 60s through Thursday, 50s on Friday, and colder 40s are in the forecast over the weekend. You see those 20s coming in from morning lows by Sunday morning around Grand Junction. Montrose, we're looking at low to mid 60s through Thursday, some mid 50s on Friday, colder 40s are in the forecast this weekend with lows in the 30s dropping to mid 20s by Sunday morning. In Delta, 65 will be the high tomorrow. Mid to upper 60s are the rule of thumb through Thursday. We'll back off to upper 50s on Friday and then to either side of 50 on Saturday and Sunday. Morning lows drop from 30s to mid 20s by Sunday morning. And in Cortez, we're looking at highs tomorrow near 63, 60s hold on through Thursday, and then we turn colder this weekend.